All right, traders, we're back to this section. In the section number one, the trader's mindset in the cryptocurrency for beginners series, and the 9 steps to becoming a rockstar crypto trader. Now, first of all, let's talk about a trader's mindset. So, first of all, let's talk about McDonald's. Okay, so let's say you have a job at McDonald's, and many of you watching this video maybe either have or known somebody, or you've eaten there, or any type of restaurant right there, right? Like a restaurant chain. So they don't just get in there and flip burgers and decide, hey, Bill decides I want to give 2 pieces of cheese and 4 pickles on a sandwich, while Susie gives 6 pickles on a sandwich, while Bill only gives 1 pickle on a sandwich, right? Because why? What happens? Because when the customer comes by, they don't know what they're going to get, right? It is not a predictable machine. Reason the McDonald's works and a lot of these other franchises work is because their business is run like a well-oiled machine. Okay, there's a process, a system. Imagine a huge, thick manual, everything from how to clean the floors to how each burgers is cooked, exactly how many seconds on each side. I mean, it's an entire process. And what we're going to be talking about is setting up a trading plan. And having the trader's mindset. We'll talk more about the trading plan and equity management, but the trader's mindset that you need to understand is that this is a business. If you're getting into trading because you think you have a gambler's mentality of, oh my gosh, I got $100, I could turn that into $1,000 in a month. Think about that. Where do you take $100 and turn it into $1,000 a month? It sounds like Las Vegas, doesn't it? Or any type of gambling casino. So that's not what we're doing, because what happens at most casinos, if you know the story, you hear a lot of people win and win tons of money, and they know how to do gambling, and they go do all that stuff and do well. However, most of the time the house wins. And trading is going to be the same way. If you have a gambling mindset when you get into trading the markets, you're going to get killed eventually. So the trader's mindset is number one. We're going to put a predictable trade plan in place, which we'll get into in number 2 under equity and trade management. Okay, of having a trade plan. Number 2, this is a business. So we have a predictable machine. You have a certain amount of capital that you're working with, and you have a game plan of how you're going to grow and scale that capital. So the biggest thing you need to understand in the mindset is you got to have to wake up in the morning with the mindset that this is a business that you're going to run. There's going to be systems. You're going to be following a game plan exactly, a systemized game plan that you're going to put together, and you're going to follow that plan every single time. So there's a lot of things we want to talk about. Number one, in trader's mindset. And we're going to get into this a little bit later, but one of those is called revenge trading. So like we're going to be talking about in section number 2 under managing your money. And it's going to be talking about you want to go into each trade, right, with a specific amount that you're going to risk on a trade. So let's say you have a $10,000 account. You want to risk 2% of your account. So if that trade goes against you and you lose that trade, you're going to close that trade using what's in section 7 called a stop loss. Okay. So what happens if you have $10,000 in an account, you lose a trade, you lost $200? Are you really going to freak out about that? It's $200, right? But if you don't have that trading plan in place because you have a strong mindset as a trader and you break out of that and you say, what if you had 10 wins in a row? What if you had 15 wins in a row? Tell me right now that you wouldn't get a little bit cocky and think that you're unstoppable. This is exactly what happened to me in November of 2006 when I was trading the foreign currency markets, and I took a trade with my own money. I had $132,000, I think, in an account. I went away for a couple of days. I took a trade without using a stop loss, a trade that I thought I could not lose. I was killing it for the last 2.5 months, like almost unstoppable. I took a trade. I took too much of a trade. I risked too much without a stop loss at all. And what happened when I came back 3 days later? Literally, I walked away thinking I was going to let the market run. I got my account margined out, which basically what was left was I had like $12,000 left in my own personal account. So I lost over $120,000 on one trade on the pound dollar because my mindset wasn't strong. I was gambling at that point. And at that point, I've been a trader already for a year and a half, and I already knew that you have to have a trading plan in place. So listen to me very carefully. If you're going to be trading successfully, cryptocurrency, I don't care if it's crypto, if it's Forex, if it's stocks, options, whatever, think about this as a business, okay? So you got to keep a strong mindset, and have a plan of attack that you're going to be using that same exact plan over and over again. So let's go to the next section. We're going to talk about how to manage your money. This is probably the most important part of trading other than having the trader's mindset.